Hey guys, welcome to Novak News. Monday night, public holiday. That doesn't stop us, except for the fact that we are in our casual attire.
Bit cash.
Yeah,
bit
nice and
laid back.
relaxed. Nice and relaxed tonight. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It's nice having the extra day.
It was good. It was nice and relaxing, and Lisa kept me busy.
Yeah. We did a spring clean. It was good.
As normal. Couple of things I want to talk tonight with you about. That's changed. A lot of things have changed this week. We've had the rate cuts, 0.25, which majority of the banks have passed on. We want to talk on the net effect to real estate and real estate agents and people that are actually out there at the moment. We want to talk about the tenant tour. We've come up with, we're running a trial for tenant tours where we're going to be offering tenants to come to our office at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. We will take them out in a bus. We're starting off with 2-bedroom units. And that's going to be really exciting. We're talking also about new and up-and-coming businesses, how they're working in our local area. So there's Wings and Tins, there's Sonda, the hairdressers.
Yeah.
We want to talk about those guys coming into the area and how that changes a suburb.
Hasn't DY changed?
Massive.
We're going to cover that, yeah.
Also across Sydney, I think there's people look at, the hardship, and sometimes when a new bit like someone like Meriton comes in, how that affects the other businesses. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We also want to talk about sellouts. So we had a 30-lot subdivision which is selling out. We've got 3 left in Warriewood. We've got Meriton, which we've got 60 left in DY, so there's not a lot left.
Yep, and we're going to talk about a sugar hit. Is it real? Is there really a sugar hit? Is the market taken off? Or is it just what we're calling a sugar hit, and is it going to come back down to its natural level again? We had a couple of really quick sales this week, so is it the market, or is it the sugar hit?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
All right, let's do it.
Tenant tours.
Yeah, we've got to talk about this. This is big.
It's going to
fun.
be
Yeah. Mark reckons it's his idea. Anyway,
he always is, and Lisa steals the idea.
I had a
afterwards.
really good idea the other day. I saw a tour bus, like a shopping tour bus, and I said to Mark, wouldn't it be clever if we put tenants in this bus and drove them around? And Mark goes, no way. You've stolen my idea.
Yeah, it's true.
I think maybe he did come up with it a little while ago.
It's true.
Anyway, nevertheless, it's a good one. We're going to cover that right now.
It's a cracker. And it got a lot of traction. So we had, it's a lot of places where I've been, like we only posted it yesterday, 24 hours ago, and a lot of places that I'd been far out of DY were going, great idea. And a lot of online as well. We had a lot of direct messaging from people saying great ideas. There's been an enormous support within 24 hours.
Yeah.
We thought this is big.
Support need.
Yeah.
I reckon there's a need.
Yeah, it's huge.
I think we're onto something.
It's huge. So what we're going to be doing at 10 o'clock, registrations you can book tomorrow from 10 a.m.
Yep.
And the qualifier is you're just going to need, if you want to rent something in DY, fee in between 500 to 600, 650 per week. 2 bedrooms we're sticking to. We wanted to stick to a category that was really, really popular.
Yep.
We're fortunate that we're the biggest rental agent on the northern beaches, so we've got a lot of that stock. So we thought, let's put everyone. First of all, we'll start off with a nice. If you want to come before, we'll start off with a nice cup of coffee in the office.
Yeah, like a shopping tour.
Yeah,
it's like a shopping tour, but it's for tenants who are looking for properties. The crazy rationale
Why haven't we done it earlier?
I don't know. The crazy rationale is this. All the open homes are on at the same time. So, and we hear it often, right?
Yep.
We've obviously only got so many hours in our Saturday, and that's when the majority of people are looking. And so we saw that there was a big need in the market to get tenants in and out of properties quickly. Now, we've currently got, I think, about 50 properties currently for rent.
Yep.
So it works really well for our landlords as well, or new landlords. But it's an ideal way of being able to chaperone tenants that are looking for properties in and out of properties very, very quickly.
Well, we can get probably 10, 15 groups of tenants through a property, which is sometimes 30, 40 people.
Yeah.
These guys have to park in DY, which is not the easiest thing to do
in
some areas of DY. These guys have to get their sat-nav going and find out where it is.
Yep.
These guys also have to find where the actual unit is within the block. Sometimes signage isn't crash hot with real estate agents as well.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
There's a lot of, and then also I'm on the bus as well. So and the great thing there is I'm a good sounding board for prospective tenants, so they can ask me for advice. We'll show them through. It'll be fast because we need to get through a lot of properties. But you don't have to worry about parking. So many good things.
I reckon we're onto something. Actually, I really do. We just got to come up with a nice, snappy name for it. But at the moment, we're just going to call it the Tenant Tour Bus. So, guys, just to reiterate, if you are a tenant and you're looking for a 2-bedder around the DY area, this coming Saturday at 10 a.m. or just prior, actually, about 9:45, meet us at Novak HQ, and we're going to chaperone you in and out of a number of 2-bedroom apartments. We're going to start off doing just the 2-bedders, and I reckon that there's a big need for this in the market. It's all about convenience, right?
It's bloody awesome.
Isn't it?
I reckon it's going to be cracker.
If I was a tenant, I would love this.
You do have to register though, guys. You do
yes,
have to
you
register.
do. Yeah, we don't want 100 people rocking up.
Yeah, we've got the event on our Novak Properties Facebook page. Find it. We'll put the link in underneath.
Yeah.
Find it, register, and yeah.
It's going to be good. Yep, we're onto something. Cool. Any questions at all, just post them right here if you've got any questions at all about those tenant tours, or if you know someone that might be interested in it, get the word out. There's going to be quite a lot of social media on it this week as well.
2 hours, you can't see that. You can't see 10 units in 2 hours. So it's a great spend of your 2 hours if you're looking to rent, or if your friend's looking to rent in the area. Rate cuts.
Yes, rate cuts.
Big one.
We got it. We had a rate cut.
So
great news.
It was. I think October was the last time, or September 2016.
Right.
So we had 36 months of interest rates sitting the same, and they've gone down very significant. Hey.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And maybe another one.
I reckon another 2 by the end of the year. What
does it mean though? Like, what does a rate cut mean? Everyone talks about the rate cuts and obviously the Liberals getting in, but what does it all mean?
Oh, look, it's not particularly good. I think an agent's spin on it sometimes is how good's this, and people can lend more, but economically, there's bad things for nationally for the government. To bring rates down. They're trying to help. They're trying to fix the economy. They're trying to push the economy along. So it's a good win. It's a big win. It's a significant win. But it also makes you raise question as to, times aren't that good. If that's happening, and it makes you sort of look over your shoulder a little bit. Yeah. But I reckon if you're an opportunist, it's absolutely perfect to go out there. We've always been a company that we've struck hard. When everyone's running one way, we will always run the opposite direction.
Right. Yep.
And I think particularly, if the economy is not that great, then that's just the perfect reason just to really bolster forward and buy a property.
Yep. But what it's done, particularly since the 16th of May, since the election, and then with the interest rate cut, what it's done, it's actually, and this is what we were suggesting before, is it just a sugar hit, because it's definitely stimulated that buyer market. There are a lot more buyers out there, and we've been saying it for weeks now, but particularly in the last 2 weeks, we've seen a huge increase in buyer numbers. And we report our open home numbers every Wednesday and Saturday collectively as a sales team, and there's no doubt that they've at least doubled the amount of buyers that we've seen coming through. And then we had the 2 sales this week. So a 3-bedder in Pacific Parade sold in 36 hours. Yep. And then we had another 3-bedder sell in just 2 hours. We've not seen this kind of stuff before. So is it just the sugar hit, or is it the market starting to turn? What do you reckon?
I honestly, it was 24 months of negative growth. So there's 24 months where the market was going down, down, down. I think we reached about 17%, 18% across Sydney. Yeah. And it took 17 months. And I think that it's a bit like a freight train where we will level out. That's what I reckon. I may be wrong, but I think to hit positive growth, that just doesn't happen like that.
No, that's right.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So do you reckon this is a sugar hit then? Or is it the start of something?
I think it's gonna level out for probably 24 months.
Yeah.
And then I think after that, then we'll start seeing some positive growth coming in.
Yeah. No, I agree. And look, I agree that it's going to take some time, no doubt. We are seeing more properties coming on the market though, and we're seeing more buyer numbers, and that's a good thing. You know, that is a great thing.
It's on. It's back.
Yep.
And I made a comment the other day, which was on social media, about it was distinctly a seller's market for 5 years.
Yeah.
Where that was good capital growth for 5 years. It then went to, now I believe it's going to morph over to it was a buyer's market for probably about 2 years now, 3 years, and now I think that morph's going to go back into the hands of the sellers again.
But we were saying before, it's funny, isn't it, how people are just fixated with what's going on in the property market, and rightfully so. But every time that property market comes off and starts returning back to its natural level, everyone thinks this is it. Property's going to go down. You know, it's going to go to a place where it's never going to return. Nothing's changed, right? This is just the natural state of the property market. And we always refer back to, there was a very influential man in property, and he said to us, nothing's changed in the last 100 years and nothing's going to change in the next 100 years. And I always refer to that because I reckon that perfectly sums it up.
Yep.
Don't you?
Oh, it's absolutely, absolutely. It's been a great old market, and that's just the cycle. And I guess if you look at it in a real short term, it's quite emotional and quite bad and quite good and quite bad and quite good. But if you look at it with a long-term view, it's just great.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't really go bad and good.
Yeah,
so,
no, 100%. We're going to talk about what's going on with some commercial properties. Novak is leasing out, I believe, more than... I know we've got Michael Bergio who's watching. I can see all your comments coming through, Berg. I saw you say you were going to wrap the bus. Yeah. If anyone knows Michael Bergio in our commercial division, they will know him mostly for the fact that he will plaster his face on any billboard or any building that he can get his head on.
Proudly.
I swear, he's a propaganda machine, that guy. And he's already put dibs on the Novak bus that he's going to wrap it. I love it, Burge. I swear, it's great. It's great.
If the things we can do, with this thing flying, we can get some good
We can
mileage.
have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine the things we can wrap on the side of that bus.
But just to get the airtime of a real estate agent, is great.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That you can be, I think it'd be good for building, some good relationships.
Yeah.
When you're with someone one-on-one, it's great. You can ask them all those questions you want to ask. You're not just in there for a 1 second open house.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Cool. We're renting out more than 70% of commercial properties.
We are. We ran the numbers, and in terms of our leasings in DY, we're running at 70% renting all the properties.
That's phenomenal.
Brookvale, massive numbers. Residential, massive numbers. So I think how does that help people that are out there with us doing those numbers? One, it can give you the confidence that we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
That if we can genuinely help you and do a great job.
Not only that, we've not really been doing commercial for that long. So our agency is 17 years old. And out of the 17 years, we've only been doing commercial for 5 years?
5 years.
Okay, so that's phenomenal to be able to take that kind of market share in that period of time. And when we decided to embark on doing commercial, residential and commercial, it was because we saw a huge niche in the market for commercial. Residential sales and rentals used to get all this love, beautiful photos and videos and, realestate.com, and you could show someone through a property at any time. And then commercial was like 9 to 5. You wanted to see a commercial property at, 10 o'clock on a Friday night. Forget it. You're lucky if anyone even answered the phone. So we very quickly saw that there was a niche in the market, right, for commercial, and we pretty much have taken it by storm. I mean, to have that kind of share, that market share in 5 years is phenomenal.
It's been great. And look, I know we always refer to ourselves as innovators. We won the Innovator of the Year award last year, one of the biggest industry awards. But the thing that I love about that is sometimes it's just doing very obvious things.
So true.
Very, very obvious. So we're not flying a rocket ship to the moon. We're just renting properties. We're just selling properties. But if you can tweak those levers and give people what they want, as an example, with commercial and how we grew our market share, was that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Very obvious things.
Well, we just started really marketing was a big thing. And the second thing was just making times convenient for people. For people that wanted to go and see a a hairdressing salon that was for lease on a Saturday, we made that that convenient for them.
Well, no one in commercial is operating on Saturday except for us still.
Yeah, still. And Sunday.
Yep.
And Sunday.
So that was huge. For a $500,000 one-bedroom unit, the amount of marketing in residential that you got for that unit, you got a floor plan, you got professional photos,
yeah,
you got a beautiful signboard with photos on it. That was a $500,000 unit. For $1 million warehouse, this was 5 years ago, you'd be lucky with one photo with an iPhone in our marketplace.
It's crazy, right?
I still don't find. I find it hard to say that's innovative, but no one else was doing it.
No, that's exactly
so
right.
So we did it, and now with an example of these tenant tours, again, if that does well, it's not really rocket science. It's just really doing. It's just catering to your market.
Yeah, that's right. And then 7 days. I mean, just commercial being available 7 days, and also doing the videos. There's another thing. So simple.
Huge.
These days, everyone's got an iPhone.
Social.
Yeah, I mean, and massive amounts of social media for commercial. We're referring to Resi, and of course, for our brand, we do a lot of it. But for commercial in particular, there's no one out there that's actually doing it. So it's no wonder, really, no wonder that we're renting out 70%. It's no wonder.
It's good work. Good work to the commercial team. Good work to Michael
definitely.
Bergio on that.
We were going to mention a couple of new hotspots that have popped up in DY. My God, that place has changed. So we had a client come in on, I think it was Thursday night.
Michelle.
Michelle came running into the office, and next minute we were being whipped out of the office. She said, "Just come out for 2 minutes."
She told us it was half price. No, she told our daughter was working for the day because she's not at university at the moment. She told us about wings and tins in DY.
In DY.
So our daughter went on and she goes, "It's half price at the moment. Let's go." So we all went down, and amazing, huh?
It was crazy. So it's this place on Pittwater Road. It's right next to Sushi Train, for those of you that know DY. And every night I would drive past this place and think, what the hell's going on in there? It looks like a nightclub. There's flashing lights everywhere. The place was packed. Yeah,
to make their sign for the property, they spray painted with a can over the Pizza Hut sign, which used to be there. They spray painted in black, and then in gold they wrote wings and tins. And apparently there's quite a few of them.
Yeah. Is there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. There is.
And can I tell you?
Apparently they're all packed.
The wings were killer. They were unreal. There's the chili one. So there's a chili one, and the guy said, "Look, Mark had to sign a disclaimer to try the chili ones." I was petrified. I thought, my God, we're going to be calling an ambulance or something. And when I said that to the guy at the bar, he goes, "Actually, we did call an ambulance for someone the other day." I was like, great. Mark took a bite, and that was about it.
I'm massive chili, huge chili person.
Yeah.
Like anywhere, I'll have chili on everything. But I got through one of these and I was crying like a little girl.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Go down, check it out, guys. Well worth it. And there's another place that's opened up recently as well. It's a men's barbershop. Apparently it's going off.
Sonda, which is across the road, diagonally across near the bus stop. These guys are working late. They are working early. They are legends. They're just right out there. They're right out there. And shout out to those guys. Why we're mentioning these businesses is we felt Pittwater Road with the Clearways. We felt Pittwater Road with Meriton had life sucked out a little bit, and a lot of people watching are not in DY or the Northern Beaches, but you can relate to this where you've seen an area have the life sucked out of a little bit.
Yep.
What it actually did, or has now done, is it's brought those rents down, and it made the barrier of entry lower to get in to rent something like this. So we're getting these guys in there, young guys, girls, having a go. And they are really gentrifying and pumping up that area. They're giving people what they want. I was in the wings and tins thinking, where are all these guys? What sort of demographic is this?
Yeah.
They really didn't have anywhere. Like, they had to go into Manly. They were limited on DY Beachfront. There was nothing sort of cool, like really, edgy and cool place to go to. They don't want it big.
It's changed.
They don't want
DY's changed. But you say, I can see we've got a few friends watching as well. But it's funny because when we opened up on the Northern Beaches 17 years ago, I remember our friends saying, "Where's that? Where's DY?" And we'd always say, "Oh, it's just near Manly." Everyone knows where DY is now. It's on the map.
It's on the map.
It is without a doubt on the map. Merredin also has changed the face of DY.
Oh, it's
there
been
was
huge.
a lot of people didn't want that development, Mark. And then the development went up, and all of a sudden we had this amazing hub of activity in DY. It really became almost like the centre of DY, and now we've got, Guzman Gomez, Fishbowl, all these places. As you said, you had to go to Manly.
You know what? If you can't get a park, sometimes you'd go down the beachfront, can't get a park, and you'd be camping for 15 minutes, 20 minutes trying to park somewhere.
Yeah.
Including the walk, it adds up, and then on the walk back. So it's nice to have an opportunity now. Now I've done it a couple of times where I've done a victory lap on the beachfront. Went, look, I'll just grab something to eat where there's parking, and I've gone into Merredin.
So easy, free parking. They're almost sold out now as well. So
that's worth a chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think we're 60% sold out there. So we're exclusive selling agents for Merredin.
We're about 85% now.
85.
We've got 60 left.
Oh, right. Sorry, 60 left.
In there.
Wow.
So
not great with numbers.
There's one bedders, I think there's about 3 or 4.
Yeah,
three bedders, I think there's about 15 odd.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's different categories. There's 3 bedders and 2 bedders with no views, about 30 of those. But then with views, they sort of pop up an extra 400,000-500,000.
There is some great buying in there.
Wow. We won the Merredin Agent of the Year, Agent of the Year, this year. So we've been responsible for a hell of a lot of sales in there.
Yeah.
The value is excellent.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
They brought from what people purchased for. It's pretty incredible. You can buy.
The funny thing is that every time I speak to a buyer, they never want to buy in there. I always say, let me just show you something. What are you looking for? I'm looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath, I need car and I need storage. I go, let's go and have a look at the Lighthouse DY. No, I definitely don't want to live there. Okay, let's just go and have a look at it and then you tell me what you think. And then they end up buying. And then they love it.
It's incredible, and they love. You did a couple of videos on social media.
Oh my gosh, I was there showing.
Big fans.
I was there showing a client the other day. Bumped into a client who bought a 3-bedroom courtyard there. Who then bumped into another client of yours, actually, Lisa, who bought a 2-bedroom in there.
Desiree's watching.
Hey, Des.
Hey, Des.
Hi.
From the Castry.
And these guys were standing together, and these are not your typical DY sort of people. These girls have come out of some pretty fancy homes.
Get ready.
And I tell you what, they were loving it.
Get ready for it, because I think there's a lot of that, particularly being an agent, I've had people who, I won't do DY.
Yeah.
Unless it's the old thing. And if you could beg and get them into DY, it would have to be within 50 metres of the beach. Otherwise, they would not consider it.
Are we turning cosmopolitan? I think it is. I reckon we are. Maybe it's the new Double Bay of the Northern Beaches.
You know what's interesting? The beachfront took a long time for it to kick. So again, like I said before about a semi-trailer or like a freight train slowing down and getting fast, it takes time. The beachfront had that massive upgrade. And people were bagging that beachfront. It was rough. It was dangerous. Half of it wasn't rented out. And then it went through this amazing morph where there was a lot of money invested. Even still, 3, 4, 5 years after that, people going, don't want to. And then suddenly it just kicked and it was hot.
Yeah.
I know, I'm 100% that centre is going to do the same thing again. So it's exciting. So if you're from out of the area, pop in and check it out.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's a good place to put your money.
100%.
To invest.
Yep.
To live. Very good.
No, it is. Without a doubt. All right, what else are we covering?
Warriewood Land, we did the subdivision there.
That's been a good one, hasn't it?
Yeah. So that particular one there, that's been, we've had 30 lot subdivision, we've got 3 lots left. Steve Bulbelow, Michael Bergio, very busy boys.
Yeah.
The guys done a great job.
It's the only land you can buy in Warriewood.
Yep.
So I've got my dog jumping, it keeps jumping up on me here. It's the only land that you can buy in Warriewood. So the great news there is you can pick up a parcel of land, and it's a decent parcel. It's 280 to 300 square metres for around that $800,000 mark. That's the guide on it. You can pick up your block of land, you can build what you like. You can use your own builder, or you can go to someone like Icon Homes or Rawson Homes or Bell River or Metricon or any of those guys, and for about $230 thereabouts, $1,000, you can build a beautiful brand new 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom with a garage house.
Yes, a 3-bedder starts at $250.
Yeah.
A 4-bedder starts at $350. And if you go crazy on the house, you're going to be a little, as in monster fittings, that you're going to start going towards the high threes, low fours.
But even then, it's only taking you.
Cheap.
It's still cheap. I mean, even then, it's taking you up to 1.3. You're only paying stamp duty on your land.
Yep.
I sold a property in Grevilla Avenue, which is right around the corner from where our subdivisions are, for around the 1.65 mark. Now that was a 12-year-old home. It was a Clarendon, so it was that's a good comparable, and that sold for 1.65. Okay, that was 12 years old, similar size block. So you're not going to go wrong there. That is incredible buying. Only 3 left. They're flying out the door now.
It's over. Once Warrior was finished. Like, I had a cousin buy there 20 years ago. Would not buy. Hated the area. Would not go in. Asked me for advice because the husband wanted to buy. She was buying a house and land for $430,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Mary. So
I
resold that 4 years later for $970,000 in Streamdale Avenue, Warriewood.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. Yeah.
It was over. So they doubled their money, but the point was there was just so much stock on the market at that time in that valley. Suddenly when the stock dried up, 4 or 5 years down the track, bang, off it went.
Yeah, Michael Burgess just saying, and he's right, it's cheaper than a townhouse.
Yep.
It's cheaper than a townhouse. And don't forget townhouse or a nice big 3-bedder. You got strata on that. You don't have strata on these.
We sold a townhouse adjoining, lovely townhouse by the way, but that was 1.210. Another one we're going to do a deal around that 1.1. They're townhouses.
Townhouses still got strata, although they're low, but
adjoining other properties.
Yeah, unbelievable. So that's great buying, guys. Keep an eye on those because they're not going to be around for much longer.
Yep.
We're almost sold out. We had 32, just the 3 lots left. It's
cool,
good.
Guys.
All right, I think that's it from us. Hey, we've got to say happy birthday to Tom Panos.
Yeah,
it's his
Mr.
birthday
Panos.
tonight. It
happy
is.
Birthday.
Happy birthday,
He's
Tom
in Greece.
Panos. Yeah.
So he's cutting in at 8:30 after we cut out, so we better get out of his way.
Yeah.
And
we don't want to be stealing his limelight.
Don't be stealing his limelight. Happy birthday, Tom, as well.
Yeah.
He's been a great mentor for us
Absolutely.
guys in the office and done a lot with us.
Without a doubt. Don't think I've ever heard a person say a single bad word about him. We were just up at AREC last weekend, which is the biggest real estate conference in the country. I think maybe even in the world, could be.
I think so.
It attracts thousands and thousands of agents from all over the world. And you know what? Everyone sings his praises. He is definitely an absolute gentleman, and what he does for the industry is actually phenomenal. We're going to have a guest appearance, are we? This is our dog, Moe.
It's Mo.
This is our dog, Moe. Hopefully he's not showing his private parts on camera.
It's Mo.
This is Moe. He's the most spoilt dog in the world, I reckon. Yeah, our little dog.
He's been bothering us, but anyway, if we looked off kilt...
If you can hear a bell ringing, that's what it is.
If we looked off kilt while we were, sometimes it's because it was jumping. So next time we're going to lock him away. Have a great night, guys.
Yeah, have a great week.
Cheers.
Short week.
Take care.
See you guys.